Bladeguard veterans are elite Space Marine warriors from their chapter's first company, renowned for their relentless advance and mastery of close combat. Armed with master-crafted power swords and protected by storm shields, they embody the noble knights of legend. These seasoned veterans have defended the Imperium across countless worlds, standing as unyielding champions in its fiercest battles. Hello my friends, my name is Max and today we are building Bladeguard veterans. Have you seen this secret level episode with the Space Marines, Lieutenant Titus and a trio of Bladeguard veterans? Well, today we are building something as close as we can to those Bladeguard veterans. They look incredibly cool and we have not one, not two, but three miniatures to assemble today. I have here this very nice Indomitus box sprue with Bladeguard veterans. I know that these veterans are fairly easy to assemble, and I really hope that I can do them in under 1 hour. My only regret is that I don't have easily accessible power axe that Sergeant Metaurus was wielding. Nevertheless, they will look close enough. Let's go ahead and start with the Sergeants. As you can see, the assembly instructions are fairly straightforward. These are all the instructions for the Sergeant. And we start with beats 21 and 22. This is my beat 21, and this is beat 22. I have cleaned up both beats, and let's see how the head should be assembled. Should be sitting here like this. I'm gonna put some glue on these beats, because that is where the part of the neck protection should go. And that is how it should look like. Very, very nice. Now we go to the rest of the torso, beat 20. This is our beat 20. And now let's see how the beat 20 is supposed to be assembled with the rest of the torso. It should be sitting like this. Very, very nice. So let's glue it. Gonna put glue here. All these areas that look flat mean that they will be participating in this assembly step. Here we go. And this is our Sarge so far. Now we need to find the backpack 23. This is the backpack 23. As you can see, we have a huge pin that is supposed to be going all the way here, like this. I myself don't trust these pins, so I'm just gonna shorten it. Actually, quite a lot. And I am going to put some glue over here on his back. And that should be enough. And that is our Sergeant so far. Next, we move to right arm G24. This is our beat 24. This is our right arm, and it should be sitting on this pin, something along these lines. I'm gonna glue it. I'm gonna shorten the pin a bit. We'll put some glue around this area. And that is our lad so far. Next, we move to the shield 25. This is our shield 25. The shield is cleaned up. It's supposed to be attached over here, along these lines. This pin looks totally fine. I'm just gonna put some glue around it. And that should be enough. So this shield will require partial assembly if you are a really careful painter, and if you want to paint everything behind it. I myself don't care that much, that is why I put this shield immediately here. And now we need to put the guy on the base. I have a 40mm base here, and I clearly see that I need to clean up it over here. In my experience, bases that come with large starter boxes or something, they might have some defects, like this. So you probably want to check them up first. Anyways, we need to put our lads on the base, yeah, like this. I'm gonna glue him. I'm gonna put some glue here and here. And this is how our lad should be standing on the base. But there is another hole over here, which is supposed to be taken by a variation of these beats. I really like the one with the skull, 65. So this is our beat with the skull, 65. So you can see this is a damaged skull. Something killed this person over here, clearly. And it should be sitting on the base over here. Probably it would be a good idea to do it first, before you actually put a mini on the base, because otherwise it might be challenging to put it there. But I don't think this is gonna be a huge problem if you do it afterwards. So I'm just gonna put some glue over here in this area. Yeah, so in my case, it turned out to be trickier than I thought, and I just cut off the pin that was supposed to put the skull in the base. That is how I ended up with this position. Piece of advice, next time you do this, put this decoration thing first and then the mini on top of it. And this is our Bladeguard Sergeant, looking incredibly cool. We move forward with the second guy. I would call him Brother Icaron, because this is how he is called in the secret layer. We need beats 26 and 27. This is my beat 26, and this is beat 27. Both parts of the torso have been cleaned up, and it's a bunch of pins here. This is how it should be. I'm gonna shorten this pin, because I think it's a little bit too long, and I am going to glue the torso. And this is our torso. Now to the beat G29. But before we do 29, we have to put the head 28 in place. This is our head 28, and this is beat 29. Both beats are cleaned up. They should be sitting together over here, like this. The trick here is to put the head first, and then to fix it in position with the breastplate. So I'm just gonna do this. And I am going to glue the breastplate afterwards. And that is how the head is fixed in place. Now you can see the head is rotated to his right, and that is the position that it should be in. We fixed it with these two beats. Very, very nice. We proceed to the backpack 32. This is our backpack 32. This is our backpack. It should be sitting over here. The pin is fairly short, so I'm just gonna put some glue around this area. And hopefully that is gonna be enough for us to fix it. Here we go. This is our backpack. Now to the right hand G30. This is the hand 30. The right hand is cleaned up, and it should be sitting on this pin, something like this. I'm gonna shorten the pin and glue it. I'm gonna shorten this pin very, very slightly. I'm gonna put some glue over here. And that is how our hand should be sitting. Nice. Now to the shield 31. This is our shield 31. Let's see how this hand is supposed to be assembled. Should be like this. So this pin is totally fine. I'm gonna put some glue over the pin and the hand. And it should be assembled like this. As with previous miniature, you probably want to do the shield separately before putting it at the mini, because it might cover some parts of the mini. Alright, this is our brother Icaron so far. Now we put some decoration on a base. Let's check the base first. You can see some things require scratching. So this is our base, and we are supposed to put something in this hole. Let's go for the stone 61. I will put some glue, a little bit of glue around, just in case, and inside. This is our stone thing. We ran out of skulls, sadly. That is why we have to do the stone. And the mini itself is supposed to be standing along these lines. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it. And this is our brother Icaron, the second Bladeguard veteran. And we go to the third one, brother Levantus, beats 33, 34, 35. We start with the back of the torso 33. This is head 34. And this is front of the torso 35. All three beats are cleaned up. Let's see how they should be combined together. So the head should be in place before we do this. There we go. We have 2 pins here, fixing him in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the head over here. And then the correct position of the head will be achieved when I fix the second part of the torso. So I'm just gonna put some glue over here. Put my head. There we go. And shorten slightly, very slightly, these pins. Very, very slightly. Because it's still beneficial to have them. Gonna put some glue over here and around the areas where the beads should be touching. Here we go. Now let's try to assemble the torso. Here we go. And you can see that the head rotated to his left, because this is how it should be. Now we need to have a bolt pistol in a holster, 36, and the backpack 39. This is the holster 36. The holster is supposed to be sitting here. There is a pin here, which I will shorten a little bit. I'm not entirely sure if that is not too long. And I am going to put some glue around this area. This is our bolt pistol. And now to the backpack 39. This is the backpack 39. That is our backpack. Let's glue it. Should be sitting here. Here we go. This is our backpack. Right arm 37. This is B37. The right arm is prepared. Should be sitting on this pin. Apart from the fact that this pin is now too long and it does not fit with the backpack. I think somebody messed up with the instructions, so I'm gonna shorten the pin and hopefully this is gonna resolve the issue. And I'm gonna put some glue here. With this miniature, you definitely want to do the arm first before you are done with the backpack, because you see it won't fit otherwise. Here we go. This is how it looks. Very dangerous. And the shield 38. This is our shield 38. Let's see how the 38 is supposed to be assembled. Should be along these lines. This one might also require partial assembly if you are a very careful painter. I myself don't care that much, so I'm just gonna glue this shield immediately. On the other hand, it might give you some space to paint things here and there, so might be you can get away without partial assembly on this one, because it is a very open pose here, so to speak, for painting. Alright, let's do some decorations on the base, but we clean up the base first. We're gonna go for stone 63, and we are supposed to put the stone in this hole. Let's do just that. Gonna put a little bit of glue around. Here we go. This is our stone, and our lad should be standing. Yeah, this is how he should be standing on this base. And let's glue him. This part should be glued. This part. That should be enough. And I'm gonna drop him on the base. And that is our brother Levantus standing on a base. Alright, my friends, we were able to assemble 3 Bladeguard veterans from Leviathan box in less than an hour. In fact, I think we did this in less than 50 minutes, which is a great achievement. But these minis are also fairly straightforward to assemble, not a lot of parts to glue, clean up, cut out, and so on. There is another set that is actually the Bladeguard veterans that are being sold separately. They are looking slightly differently. They have a lot of spares, different hats, different options for decoration, I believe. I'm fairly confident I have another set of Bladeguard veterans, the cooler ones. We will assemble them at some point too, but these ones were allowing me to assemble them really fast, and that is what I was after. I really wanted to do something with the Bladeguard veterans after me watching yesterday the secret level Warhammer 40k episode. It is episode number 5, by the way. Yeah, so this is our Bladeguard sergeant. Sadly, I was not able to procure a power axe for him, so he has to do with the sword. And this is another character from that episode, Lieutenant Titus. Sadly, I don't have a helmeted Titus, and this Titus has a Death Watch pauldron, but it is Titus nevertheless. We have built him before. You can check out a separate video. Let's compare Bladeguard with Dark Angel's Terminator, Knight Master. They look similar in terms of helmets. They actually have more knight-looking helmets than normal Space Marines, and huge power swords, looking incredibly cool. The shields look slightly differently. And I think it makes perfect sense to compare Bladeguard veterans with heavy intercessors. Bladeguard veterans are on the same sprue with heavy intercessors from the Leviathan. I don't think I have any from Leviathan, but I do have from Space Marine Hero Series 4. That is how they look together. And I think this is gonna be it for today, my friends. I would give these Bladeguard veterans 5 service skulls out of 5 for the fun of building them. And I will give them 5 out of 5 for the easy to assemble. Yeah. If I could give 6 out of 5, I would give them 6, because they were incredibly easy to assemble. No problems whatsoever, apart from the very right guy. There was a small issue with his arm not fitting because of his backpack, but this is totally okay, this is fixable, so no huge issues. They have relic power swords and storm shields. Oh, they also have some bolt pistols. I think the sergeant might have a plasma pistol. We have seen in the video that the sergeant had a plasma pistol. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It will really help me to move forward. And I will see you guys in the next video. Max is out. Take care. Bye.